Eevee and its evolutions are some of the most popular Pokemon in the game. Just ask Kyle. They've always been solid Pokemon, but over the years, power creep has slowly brought their value down over time, and really only a few of them have much use at all. Elite Redux has done a ton of things to help all the evolutions. Multiple new abilities, 4 active at once, and buffed up movesets. The de-evolution feature letting all of them share a move pool as it switches between all the evolutions. So how good are they now, and which evolution is the best? One of my favorite evolutions and one of my favorite electric types of all time, Jolteon, is top tier. Its stats have not been changed but are still great. 130 in speed is great for a majority of the game, and 110 special attack is enough to threaten a lot of Pokemon. It's still fragile though. What makes it so useful now is that it can set up electric terrain on entry, already boosting up its electric moves, but rising voltage is instantly doubled. Not a lot of Pokemon can handle a choice specs boosted rising voltage. Short Circuit actually boosts all of its electric moves by 20% already, and 50% if its HP is low enough. Illuminate will increase the accuracy of all of its moves by 20%, so you can run Thunder instead. One problem in the base game is that Jolteon's move pool is really bad with very little coverage. Now it can run moves like Blizzard, Ice Beam, Fire Blast, Moon Blast, and Surf. It's a very dangerous special attacker to go up against for this reason. Speed Boost can be chosen over Electro Surge, quickly making its speed unreachable for even Scarf users. Jolteon is an amazing electric type to have and has carried me in some playthroughs. Glaceon is one whose design I've always really liked, but was always really hard to use. Slow, tanky ice types just don't work, although its stats remain the same with 130 special attack, 100 defense, and 65 speed. Its abilities are there to make up for its weaker spots. Ice Scales is a big one, cutting the damage taken by special attacks in half, making it much harder to get through. Letting it set up Hail, activating its Slush Rush ability, and making sure its Blizzards always hit. Hail does so many great things for Glaceon. It boosts up its defense by 50%, its speed by 50%, and if it's running the Whiteout ability, boosts its ice type attacks by 50%. It still gets Ice Body, so it will also be getting health back slowly after each turn. Despite its lower speed, its first turn is still dangerous because of Frozen Soul, giving all of its ice moves priority at full health. One of the more useful tools it gets from the de-evolving feature is getting access to Scald, as it can be nice versus fire type Pokemon or burning physical attackers, making it even harder to defeat. Still not a game breaking Pokemon, but a must have for Hail teams. Hey guys, did you know that in terms of Elite Redux and Weather team building, Vaporeon is the most compatible? Not only are their stats the same with a great 130 in HP and 110 in special attack, but they've also been given brand new abilities to make Vaporeon much stronger. Drizzle allows Vaporeon to set up the rain on entry, boosting all of its water moves and making moves like Thunder hit every time. Water Veil sets up Aqua Ring for it on entry, letting it get back HP after each turn. It's also completely immune to water moves now because of Water Absorb. Vaporeon is a great Pokemon for double battles, especially as a rain setter. Or if the rain is already set up, it can run Rain Dish to heal even more HP after each turn. Throw in all the coverage options it has now, and it can face a variety of different threats. It's the perfect Pokemon to use against Flannery, who uses Sun to power up her team. Flareon has always gotten the short end of the stick compared to the other evolutions. Being a physical fire type was rough, but things are much better. Its stats have actually been changed. Flareon's speed is now 110 instead of 65, and its HP is now 95. It still keeps 130 in attack. It now has 3 great abilities to choose from. Reckless is a really nice one, boosting up recoil moves like Stab, Flare Blitz, and Double Edge. Flaming Soul, which gives all of its fire moves +1 priority when at full health, making it an excellent revenge killer. Or you can give it the hidden ability Guts. Guts is much easier to activate because of Frost Orb. This is the best option since it has the innate Quick Feet, boosting speed when statused. Flareon is really hard to deal with after this and can deal devastating damage. It has Rivalry, which gives a 25% boost in power against opponents that are the same gender. Priority moves are your best chance to stop it, but it having extreme speed can make even those situations scary. Flareon is no longer the laughingstock of the evolutions. Leafeon is simple yet effective. They did not mess around with its stats at all, as it keeps its 130 in defense and 110 attack, as well as 95 in speed. It definitely can take a hit and can even dish out a few of its own. If you go the Grass Pelt route, Leafeon is basically unkillable with its physical moves since its defense is being boosted. Or you could go the offensive route using Sweeping Edge to not only ensure all Keen Edge moves hit, but they hit both targets on the field. It also gets Keen Edge, so all those moves are 30% stronger. Solar Blade is the best stab Keen Edge move it has and is very strong. Flame Tongue is great, especially in the sun. Sun is extremely beneficial to set up because it has big leaves, letting it get berries back over and over while also boosting up its speed so it can sweep teams. It can't even be burned, which is a really great trait to have for a physical attacker. Special fire moves just end it, so you gotta be careful. If it's on a sun team, it can also serve as an important revenge killer because of Avenger and its 50% attack boost. A Swords Dance is all it needs to put fear in many teams. The absolute unit Umbreon has always been a favorite and was always really useful as a tanky stall Pokemon. 95 in HP, 110 in defense, and 130 in special defense makes it really hard to get rid of, especially with all the annoying moves it gets. Well, it's about to get a lot more annoying to fight. Bad Luck makes Umbreon a huge pain. All moves will hit the lowest roll possible, making it really hard to find the damage needed to take it out quickly. It also eliminates the chance of getting crit and increases the chance that all moves will miss by 5%. While you're trying to take it out, moves like Moonlight or Strength Sap can be used to heal it up, Toxic can be used to slowly take you out, or Acid Armor can be used to build up its defenses even higher. It has really solid recovery just from abilities like Self-Sufficient, basically giving it a free leftovers on top of the one it probably already has, and Predator, giving Umbreon a quarter of its health back after it destroys you with Foul Play. If it has Soul Linker, then any damage you do to it will be inflicted onto you, so one-shotting it is really dangerous. Umbreon was already a Pokemon you dread going up against, but now it's much worse. Espeon, unsurprisingly, is the exact opposite to Umbreon, focusing much more on being a fast sweeper rather than stalling. Speed being 110 and special attack being 130, while its defenses are less than desirable. In the base games, its abilities really did nothing for it to help with its offensive presence, but that changes now. The two big ones are Soul Heart, Magearna's signature ability, giving its special attack a +1 for each KO it gets. Made much easier, especially in revenge situations because it has Avenger. It won't be long before outspeeding it is your only hope. The second big ability is Sage Power. It's the special form of Guerrilla Tactics, raising special attack by 50% but locking it into a move. Psychic is still consistently the most powerful move to run because Psychic Mind is boosting it up. But remember, it also has all the Eeveelutions movesets, so the power in its coverage move is definitely something to worry about. What's nice is it still has Magic Bounce, so Pokemon still won't be able to set up hazards against it. If you need a good Psychic terrain setter, it can also have Psychic Surge. Combo this with Expanding Force, and Espeon is one of the best Psychic double partners to have. Sylveon is pretty similar to how it was before. The Fairy type evolution has a massive 130 special defense stat paired with 95 HP, making physical moves a must to take it out. 110 special attack can be a threat if left around. To make it really tanky, it can run Misty Surge and hold a Misty Seed to instantly increase its special defense, letting it set up Calm Minds before destroying Pokemon left and right. Especially dragons, because even though fairies were already really good against them, Dragon Slayer increases all damage against them by 50%. Don't worry about Sylveon's speed, since Opportunist will give all of its moves +1 priority if they're at below half health, so 2-shots are much more dangerous. Moonblast is a really great fairy move to run with Serene Grace because there's a 40% chance for a special attack stat drop, or Fire Blast, a 40% chance to burn the target. If not running Serene Grace, then Pixelate boosted Hyper Voice is the move. Sylveon is far from broken, and other than its crazy move pool, it's just a weaker version of Florges. While most of the Eeveelutions haven't become game breaking, they are good enough to use throughout a playthrough. Jolteon was my favorite to use personally, but which Eeveelution did you find most useful? Don't forget to leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Shout out to our channel members, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.